Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you are doing great. I want you to come along with me for a ride, actually a flight. We're going to be taking you all the way to France, and we're going to take you for a tour of south of France, okay? That's what we're going to be doing here in this video. It's a long one because we visited multiple cities throughout. Why did we do this, guys? Well, guess what? What we want to do here is we want to do a Love Where You Live challenge again. Obviously, the Dominican Republic, as you can see, it is a beautiful place to call home, okay? And what we're doing is trying to show all of you out there what your options are. Okay, we recently went to Dubai. We showed you the Love Where You Live challenge there. We feel like the Dominican Republic pulled out over there for us. Now we're going to do south of France, and we're going to do a comparison between quality of life, cost of living, the beaches. You can see the beaches here are just absolutely stunning. And we're going to compare all those different elements. And in that process, we're also going to show you different areas of the world. I think it's a really exciting way to see different areas of the world. It's a really exciting way to do a comparison if you're considering the Dominican Republic. If you're considering where I'm at right now, I'm in beautiful Cana. If you're considering something like this and you're going to work with our team, then guys, consider it all, okay? And then pick the Dominican Republic because it's the best. We have, and we believe the Dominican Republic is a great option for us and our family. You might as well. So what we're doing is we're comparing world-class spots in the world, and we're comparing them right back to the Dominican Republic in our Love Where You Live challenge of spots that you could consider as retirement options or second home plan B options. All right, guys, let's go ahead, enjoy this video. And it's a long one, so grab some popcorn, grab a seat, and come along the ride with us for a tour of south of France, ending in Paris. All right, guys, let's do it. Thanks. So this was right across from the hotel we were staying at. And it's an awesome hill that you go up, and you got these beautiful views of Nice and the beaches. It is truly something mesmerizing. And this was kind of our first day, just kind of going up and down that, soaking in the views and enjoying what the south of France had to offer us. Hey guys, how's it going? So we are traveling and looking for a spot to compare to Dominican Republic, and here's something pretty cool. Have a look. We're in Nice, guys. We're in Nice. Look at that beautiful waterfall. That is amazing.
Look at the birds up there. Remember we were standing up there?
So I'm going to show you what's really, really cool. Wow, look how pressure that puts out. Look at what's really amazing. Look how cool that is. The beaches at Nice. There's Old Nice, Old Town. We were just up top over there. Took some photos up there. See all the seagulls. Big perch up there, drink fresh water. So this is stunning. So what we're going to do here in this little series is we're going to run you guys through some of the, we're going to do a comparison again. What's like, because, you know, the Dominican Republic is one of those amazing spots to live in the world, and that's what we promote it as. So what we'd like to do, and we recently went to Dubai, and we go to all different parts of the world because we want to do a comparison between other cities that you could be considering for different reasons, right? So Chris is right there. He's taking some cool photos, and right off in the distance, there is a reason to love where you live if you come to Nice. And it's just very cultural. It's amazing. Remember I talked a lot about UNESCO with Juanillo. There's another UNESCO site right here, and that is really, really stunning. Alright guys, so stick around for this series. We're going to run you through different things, and if you're going to be visiting Nice or anyone, we're going to a bunch of different spots on this trip, and we're going to compare them all to what we have there in the Dominican Republic, and do a Love Where You Live comparison. Alright guys, stick along for this series. Actually, I'm going to ask Chris, where are we going? What spots are we visiting on this trip? There's we're going to be comparing to what?
We're in Nice for 5 days, but from here we're hopping on the train going to Franch, Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferret, which is, we probably do that in one day, Antibes and Monaco. Then we go to Antibes for a couple days. We relax in Antibes and do some hiking around the Cap. Then Cana for 2 nights. I think that we'll probably do like a beach club that time for, yeah, we're just there 2 days. And Saint-Tropez for 3, and then we're going to do the countryside for about 4 days until we leave.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. We're going to do a comparison of all these spots.
A lot. We're trying to squeeze in a lot.
So you're going to get
the whole south of France.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go, guys. you're in for a treat. We're going to share little clips and do little comparisons of the beaches specifically. So you can compare the beaches of being here, the beaches of being in the DR, wherever you're choosing to call home, and just kind of the quality of life and the love where you live element of it. Let's do it. And you take it all the way to the top. It takes you a couple minutes, it's not too long, but it's a beautiful walk.
15-20 minutes.
Now zip up and you go all the way up to the top. It's pretty cool. What's the hotel we're at? It's a good price, good location. What's the name of it?
Palais Seguran.
Palais Seguran. That's the hotel we picked. We're here for 5 days, and we're gonna keep moving. But yeah, this is something that's pretty awesome. You get a really cool view, amazing. That waterfall was stunning. But yeah, this path is it's early in the morning. It's nice and cool right now, but it is it's beautiful. All right, so right here, hotel's basically right here, right on that corner. You can see this path. This is where it starts, so it's very easy to see. And you go all the way up. That's where you see it all. That's the beginning of it. All sorts of really cool little restaurants and shops along here as well. Then you go up here and you head into the main old Nice area. We're staying right there. Nice little spot. Alright guys, we're going into Old Nice. We're going to grab a couple baguette sandwiches. Show you guys what this looks like. It's pretty cool. It's early right now. Things are getting ready to open up, but this is all restaurants and shops. Look at all this. All these shops are going to get opened up. It's a little bit early right now, so they're going to get open for lunch.
Wait, come here,
Really cool shoes here. So here's a little bit later in the day, right around lunch. You can see all the cool restaurants. We just ate over there. Had an amazing sandwich over there. You can see kind of the vibe and energy here. A lot of history, a lot of energy. And look at all these spots are going to be full, jam-packed. Nice is a summer spot. It's where people come in the summer. In the winters they get chilly. You can see how busy the beaches are. We're going to be taking you there next. So here's another little cool alley. It just never ends. We'll never see it all, but look at people are living all up and down. Look at this cool little corridor as well. The restaurants never end. So apparently every Monday, all these vendors come out and they set up all over the place. We're just getting close to the beach, so we're getting over there right now. We can see how awesome this is. It's just right through there, guys. Right through here. That's where the beach is, so we're almost there. But what an awesome walk all the way through. Now, as you get closer and closer to the water, got more of these shops. It's just lined with restaurants all the way up and down. And you're one street off. Where were we earlier? We were way up there. In the earlier video, we were up on that hill. I'll show you a better view from the other side. Yeah, look at all these restaurants. Pretty cool. And this is on your way towards the beach. We're going to go through there. You're going to see the water. But look, it's just lined. There's parking over here. Streets are narrow. But you can come right down here and park. This goes on for miles all the way around the beach. It's nothing but restaurants. So now we're gonna go through there. We're gonna get you to the beach, and there's more restaurants over there. So it is pretty spectacular. Nice thus far. Look at the architecture all around you. Walking past the famous opera house here in Nice. Alright guys, so the moment we all been waiting for, what's the beach look like here? We're going to take you down there right now. We're going to show you exactly what the beach looks like there. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is beautiful. Look at how tropical it is. So you still get that, love where you live tropical feel of things. Completely different scale and scope. This is a city that's been around for millennials and a lot of history. We're Dominican Republic. You go into Zona Colonial, San Domingo, you get a lot of history, but you go into like Punta Cana, Las Terrenas, stuff like that. It's relatively new. But tons of history. You can see just by the architecture and how beautiful it is. So it depends really what you're looking for in your journey. But right now what we're going to talk about is the beach. And we're going to see what that looks like. And I want you guys to see it. So we're going to show you the beach. Beautiful Malecone, walkway going along the entire thing. Stretching all the way around. Planes taking off right there, which is kind of cool. We might do some jet skiing today. A bike path right here, a running path. Isn't this something? Yeah, completely different, stark difference from what you have over there. Stark difference. Look at the rocks. It's kind of cool. I'm excited to kind of experience that. If you guys remember, I went to Barahona on my way to Cabo Rojo when I did that investigative trip with Carlos. And we found a beach that was very similar to this in the Dominican Republic, which was beautiful. Completely untouched. Look how it wraps all the way around. Isn't that stunning? And then all the way here, one restaurant after another. And where were we earlier? We were up on that hill. We're up on there, and you can see out here where we saw that beautiful waterfall. So here it is, guys. This is the beach. You can see there's tons of people. Water looks stunning. Everybody's in the water. They're out really far, which is interesting. Probably like 500-600 feet out there. But it just wraps all the way around, and the airport's there. And this is it's pretty amazing what we're seeing here at Nice. And we're going to see a lot of different cities here in this video, so stick around for the whole thing. Please remember, like, subscribe, share. What we're doing is the Love Where You Live challenge, and that's part of what we like to do. Took you to Dubai, take you all over, took you to St. Martin, Aruba, and I gotta tell you, man, the Dominican Republic holds its own. Depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for Las Terrenas, Punta Cana, Cap Cana, looking at San Domingo, it holds its own. It really does. But this is very special. All right, guys, we're gonna find our spot on the beach and we're gonna hop in the water. Thanks for joining us here. All right, so part of the process of getting all set up here on the beach, you guys can see those guys have already jumped in. They're in the water, but part of getting set up is setting up one of these tents and make sure it doesn't blow away. So what you gotta do is you gotta dig in there, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to tie this sucker down to one of our bags. As you can see, that's kind of the strategy of keeping this thing in place so it doesn't blow away on you. So that'll be step number one. These guys are already in there, but I'm on umbrella duty. All right, guys, so we're all done. We planned on spending a lot more time there than we did, but it was just, to be honest, it's cool to see, but I will probably never be going back to that beach again. It was just chaotic, really loud, and while the stone thing seemed like it would work, Man, that's uncomfortable. That is just so uncomfortable to walk on. And even when you're in the water, it's uncomfortable. When you're out of the water, it's just painful. And it's just really a lot of, young French teenagers making a ton of noise, a lot of chaos. Just not really my cup of tea. Good to go in once, good to experience, and that is probably the extent of it. So, probably how you're going to feel when you come out and see it too. We're off. We're off to get showered up, and we're going to check out another beach. Alright guys, it's the evening here in Nice, and we're heading out for some dinner. Look at this really cool vibe on these streets. It's right next door to us where we're staying. And it really has cool energy, I have to say. Have a look. It's about 7 p.m. and there's nothing but full restaurants everywhere you look.
That one right there. That one. Oh my god.
Alright guys, day 2, nice and early. I got Elle with me, and we are walking around in Nice. It is really pretty in the mornings. Look around, all these cafes are getting set up, getting ready to open. See, all these places are getting ready to be full, and start serving breakfast and lunch, and the vibe, the energy is really cool here in the mornings. It's something that if you're looking for this is something unique, and you can see how everybody's living here. You see all these terraces and these old structures architecturally, just like magnificent. You got the hills over there, you got the mountains over there, oceans back in this direction. And me and Elle, what we did actually today, which was kind of cool, remember Elle? We went ahead and we took Carissa's shoes to a cobbler, and he's fixing them. She has her Hermes sandals, both of them, and they were destroyed because she wears them all the time. And I had an idea. I said, hey, let's find a cobbler here. Took it over to him. 32 euros. He's fixing both of them. He said they'll be like new tomorrow. He said people bring them all the time, which is a really cool thing. And it was cheap, way cheaper than I was thinking. 32 euros, and they're going to be like new. We pick them up tomorrow, right? So yeah, this street, we were on this street yesterday. You can see how everybody's getting set up, getting ready for lunch now. It's pretty magnetic. I do appreciate what I'm seeing. All right, guys, we've arrived at La Franque. It's about a 10-minute drive from Nice. See a cruise ship out there as well. So we went up and basically wrapped up and through the mountain and came out on the other side. This is called La Franque. Another really cool area. Look at the beaches here. We run all the way along here. Not as rocky, which I like. Nice Beach was like so rocky. That was like almost uncomfortable. Made it unpleasurable. The water seems beautiful here. We're going to try to spend the day here and get a little bit of beach time. So you kind of get a feel for what this looks like. I got Elle with me, and all sorts of like really cool restaurants off in the distance over there. It's really a pretty cool vibe. So come along. We're going to try to find ourselves a spot on the beach here. Maybe there's a beach club or something like that. So we got some shade. We've got our umbrella in the room. This is really pretty spectacular. All this is so historic. Oh, here's a little beach club. I think Chris is probably trying to get us set up in here. So we're going to see what's going on here. Let's go check it out. So the beach here, this area is so much nicer. I'm not saying the other one isn't, but it was just very uncomfortable. walking on the stones and moving around. You really got to be prepped with some serious water shoes, and then I guess it works. But I wasn't, so that's important that you have that. But you can see this is pretty stunning. All these little coves and indents that are making a pretty amazing space to come and hang out for the day. So we left Franch and we're walking up over the mountain, all the way up and over to another beach club, which is really, really awesome. You're going to see it here shortly. But the walk was tough. It was uphill and just a really special walk. We really enjoyed it. But boy, was it hot and hell was a trooper.
Wait, I'm not walking back anymore. I'm taking a car back. I'm taking a car back.
And we made it.
Finally.
There you go.
You found your restaurant, perhaps?
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Oh,
Hi, you too.
Yeah, thanks. I think maybe there's another entrance there. Sure.
So the water here was just absolutely stunning. Here's a few photos. I was getting the phone into the water here and just taking some amazing shots. It was truly one of the highlights of this trip. As you can see, the water is just absolutely crystal clear. It was so magical to be surrounded by all of the mountains surrounding the water. The water, as you can see, just absolutely, you can see bright creeks, fish everywhere. People were having a great time. Really enjoyed the stay here at this beach. Highly encourage you to come and visit this stretch of beach right here, because it was the best way to describe it, honestly, guys. It's beautiful. And the loungers, the beach club, all aspects of it did that so well. And the views in the water, the surrounding area was just completely breathtaking. Can't say enough good things about it. Al was just loving it, up and down, in and out of the water. There's so many fish and wildlife everywhere. Just a really, really amazing trip.
Elle's diving for shells. Go! Dive again! Let's see what that on.
You can see how clear it is. It's right through. Right through the water. It's just beautiful.
Oh, we're gonna get him! Oh, we got him! I see fishy! You did?
Somersault.
This was definitely a beach highlight of ours for the entire trip. It was just such crystal clear water, and we probably spent about 4 hours out in the water there. It was so memorable, and we highly, highly recommend you guys venture off. I don't remember the name of this beach, but send me a WhatsApp. I'll go ahead and get you the name of this beach and get you guys directions so you can check it out. So we're out for the evening. This is day number 3, and we did the beach, and now we are back in Old Nice. Water's right on the other side, you guys remember? Look at these restaurants there, just jamming. And we're checking out the place called Boca today. Chris made a reservation. There's like a rooftop. Looks like we're going up there. And look at how packed the road is. So this is, we just walked over here from Old Nice. From our hotel, and took us about 15 minutes to walk over. Thanks. And here we go. It's a new spot that just opened called Boca. This is one of the hottest spots in Nice. We were able to get a seat here. What a great patio. Went upstairs, the vibe, the design of this place is just so cool. Let's just walk through it. We're going to head on upstairs. You're going to see even more really cool design ideas.
No, we're all going up.
Vibe with it. It's just awesome. Done with dinner. Remember, we went out there to the beach. Look at how busy this area is. It is drinking, and this is element in Nice maybe you didn't know existed, because I didn't. But look at how alive it all is. Every single restaurant just packed. And right now we are at 10:30 at night.
The amount of people here.
That's what Chris was saying too. The amount of people. And it's just one area. This is, wow, it is just jam-packed. That was definitely a lot bigger than I was expecting. A lot more happy. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Love where you live. Alright guys, so we got our Finocchio. Sorry guys, there it is right there. Finocchio. Let me zoom in for you. So if you guys come here, this is where you gotta go. You gotta go to Finocchio right there. Finocchio. Alright, you gotta visit that place because it is like 11 o'clock at night, slam packed. Everybody, it's a little patio for it, but everybody says this is the best ice cream they can get in Nice. So it's lined up morning to night. He said in the world? The best ice cream in the world. So remember, come here and check it out because we just did, and I think I agree. Finocchio. Alright guys, talk to you tomorrow. We got the shoes. They look amazing. 32 euros later. They look awesome. Come here if you're looking to get your shoes fixed. Okay, because he did an amazing job. They look like brand new. So yeah, we're here day 4, and we're downtown just getting those shoes. Didn't they turn out great out? You can see this is like the one thing I'm noticing here about Nice is it is so much bigger again than what I was picturing in my mind. Because you see a lot of when you watch a lot of YouTube clips and people talking about it, they talk about it dies in the busy season. Busy season's packed, slow season's quiet. I don't know how this could ever be quiet because it's such a major big city and there's people everywhere and I can't tell who's a tourist and who isn't. But I really feel that this is a pretty cool spot and very livable definitely. Is it for me? I don't know. I don't think so. I still think the DR wins out a little bit here, but I haven't spent enough time to be able to give that answer. But it's definitely a very cool city. Beautiful. You can see the hills right there off in the distance. I'm probably a 5-minute walk from the beach. Everything you can imagine is here. Amenities, everything. It's a cool spot, especially the energy in the mornings when people are getting set up, all these cafes and pulling their stuff out. You see a cool little fruit market right there. People are buying their food for the day, their fruits for the day, their veggies. When the markets get set up in the morning, even these cafes, that's a really cool vibe. There's a lot of energy when that's all happening. So it is, so far so good. It's really cool. I think today we're going to be, in today's section, we're going to be running out to Monaco. We're going to show you what that's all about. All right, guys, love where you live. We got the shoes done, and so far so good. It's not bad. Can I live here? I don't know. But is it a cool spot to live? If you do live here, I can see why people would live here and why they would come here. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, guys, we are on the famous Nice beach, going for a ride. I've got Elle as a co-pilot here with me. She's loving it. These electric bikes here are just amazing. They're all over the place, and you can just pedal away nice and easy, and it gets you all over. Really cool. What's pretty awesome is you see the planes coming in and out constantly because the airport's right over there. So that's kind of a cool thing. Got a lot of water sports. You can see how awesome the beach is. A lot of people. This is the rock beach that we were talking about. That we were talking to you about early. Not a big fan of it, but nevertheless it is beautiful. If you come here, you must have your water shoes, beach shoes with a thick sole, because you feel it even when you get in the water. But yeah, so we're at day 4 here in Nice. We're liking it, and we're gonna continue our journey. We're gonna keep. So guys, we're going along the bike path all the way down, and we're at the famous I Love Nice sign. They're going to do a photo. You can see the planes coming in. Look how stunning this is. Nice Marina. Right here. And all the way at the end. Airport. We were all the way, guys, before. All the way to the end. Went along this entire path, and the path keeps going and going and going. I could have kept going forever. So these guys are going to do a quick photo here with the I Love Nice. But guys, it is a very beautiful place. But the one thing, and this is what I didn't realize, is how much bigger it truly is than what a lot of the videos portray. So it's a lot bigger, and definitely just a major city. When I compare to some of the cities that we've lived in the Dominican Republic, even Canada, this is a major city, it's a big city. So it's not just a tourist place that dies out in the winter. I can't imagine it dying out in the winter. I haven't been here, but in the summer months, it's pretty amazing. Have a look. All right, guys, day 5, and we're off. Today we're going to be checking out Monaco. All right, we're taking off from the hotel. This is where we're staying. Really cool spot. We like it. Centrally located. A lot of little cafes. It's about 10 a.m., 10:30 in the morning right now. And we're going to be hopping on the train for the first time, and we're going to be heading out towards Monaco. So we're going to show you guys exactly what that looks and feels like on day 5 here on our France trip. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, so what did we do? We biked over here, hopped on a bike, and we rode over here to the train station. You can see we're here at the train station. We're gonna be taking the train. So first we're taking the train into Monaco. It's kind of cool. We'll share that experience with you, but it's kind of what it looks like and feels like. Chris is trying to figure it all out right now, and I'll show you exactly what we did. So this is what we did right here. Have a look. Parked our bike right outside. Here's the train station. And I just, drove along with traffic. And we're right here. We're right here at the Gare de Niceville. This is the train station. I parked right over there. And I was eyeballing all sorts of treats and food and stuff like that's over here. But we're going to save that. We're going to save that for Monaco. And we're going to go find Chris. But we're on our way. Here's the whole layout. And we're off. We're off to where? Monaco.
Monaco. Where's the red beach?
The red one was over there. Saint John Cap Ferret.
Guys, 30 minutes and we're in Monaco now. Quick ride over in the train, and we're gonna go check it out. Let's head out there. So here's a neat little tidbit, guys. We're researching. We're here at the Monte Carlo Casino, and we're sitting here. We're having a drink, and the bartender told us that I asked him if it's busy here in the casinos, and he said, "Yeah, it's all tourists." And I said, "Why?" Then he explained that you can't, if you live here or you're a resident, you cannot gamble. It's forbidden. So you not only can't gamble, but you can't even enter a casino. Can you work in a casino? Yes. Can you do online gambling? Yes, but you can't enter a casino, or you can't gamble inside a casino. I found that very interesting. That was a rule that dates back Prohibition time frame, where they wanted to protect their citizens from gambling losses, which is pretty interesting. They're able to gamble online though, and they are able to work in the casino, but they're not able to enter it or for leisure or to gamble. So that's pretty interesting. Little tidbit that I didn't know existed. The guy. He'll tell you what's coming up. You can just hold one. Hold one. Look at the equestrian center down there.
The buttons?
Perfect. Wow.
There's a museum too.
Let's go aquarium first. Let's go that way first. Let's get a picture in front of that, Bob.
Oh, look at Mom.
Look at.
And there's black Nemo.
Yeah.
Ah, so cute. Many Nemos. They're many Nemos. Video. Good. Good. This is a good. Good.
Alright guys, so we're on day 6 here in Nice, and we're going to be heading out. We packed up our bags, and look at this little cool spot. We just stumbled. We're going to be grabbing a coffee and heading up. But look at how awesome all this stuff looks. I'll show you where this is at, right here. Look how awesome this is. This is right, like, I don't know if I don't know enough about this space yet to know what the center of Nice is, but I'm going to call this the center of Nice. Whoever's from Nice can say no, it's not. But this is like the old town. It's like a real famous spot over here that's opened like over 100 years ago, like in 1908. That's for seafood and all that. And I see a ton of people doing that, chowing down over there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. What we're gonna do is say today's gonna be a transport day from Nice to. Let me confirm. I don't even know where we're going. Where are we going next? Where are we going next?
Antibes.
Off to Antibes. Okay, so it's a transport day and we're going to be heading off there. All right, come along. All right, guys, we're taking you for, this is a really cool street too. We're still in Nice. We haven't taken off yet. We're going to take off a little bit later, but look at all these bike paths. This is what I really like about this place so far. Al loves it. You can see she's on the back. You know what I mean? These bike paths are just awesome. And they take you basically everywhere. All to all these different restaurants. And this is a whole different street we're on. We haven't been down this one yet. Me and Al just exploring. But it's just, you know, there's so much stuff to do here. Don't you think, Al?
Yeah.
There's like so much stuff. Every road is like different and new. And these bike rentals, you grab them, drop them off anywhere. There's a Greek house. I'm going to see if we can go there. I love Greek salads, Greek food. You can see everywhere you look, there's a cafe, there's energy, there's people eating. It's very, very clean. Monaco, we went there yesterday, as you guys saw. That is just insanely clean. That's like next level clean. But this is still, I personally, between the two, I'm liking what I see in Nice better. If you guys are looking for Europe and you're looking for love where you live, Nice is a pretty damn cool place. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be, and a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I'm not crazy about the beach here, but you have access to so many different beaches so close. For example, it took us 20 minutes in on the train to get to Monaco. We didn't see the beach in Monaco. We were just there for the day, but it is pretty amazing, I have to say, guys. And there's so many options to eat. Like, look around. Every corner. Very cool. This one definitely checks off the box for. This one definitely checks off the box for love where you live. Don't you think, El? This is a pretty cool place. Yeah. I know you would never move from Dominican Republic though. You love it there.
Yeah.
She loves Dominican Republic, but this one's a close second. I'm liking this one better than Dubai, to be honest. We're doing one final drive down on the bike path, Elle and myself, down Nice beach here. Really is beautiful. Like I said, it's all stone, the beach, but it's unique, but it is just beautiful to look at. The facility is amazing that you're able to take this and go for miles and miles and miles up and down. Stop wherever you want. The street I was just on was just 2 streets back this way into the city, which was beautiful as well. So safe. Very, very clean. Just so much history surrounding you. It is really a special thing. So yeah, this one, guys, is up there on my love where you live. This was a spot actually that we had thought of back in the day when I was first starting this journey many years ago, but we never actually visited. I fell in love with Las Terrenas and didn't look back. But this was one that we were considering. It was just the only reason I didn't, because I do like the freedom of being in the Dominican Republic versus being in Europe. It's a lot more red tape here, bureaucratic, first world problems, as you would say, exist here. So that was one of the reasons we didn't select this. We do like that freedom and the lack of first world problems that exist over here in Europe, right? We like the proximity, not being arm's length from war or any sort of catastrophic situation that could occur in a ticking time bomb here in the Dominican Republic. I mean, in Europe, at any time, anything could happen. We like the freedom of that. But as far as beauty goes, love where you live, straight up love where you live. For living purposes, this seems like a very, very livable place. And this is smack dab high season, summer. But we really do love what we're seeing here. And anyone that says they love where they live, being here, I totally get it. 'Cause it's cool. It's always something going on here. Always something going on. And it's just so damn beautiful. And you have access to so many amazing places to go in the world with this one. So yeah, very cool. Probably have a few more clips here today to share with you regarding what's going on and the last few hours of being in Nice before we head off. But really good place. You agree, El?
Yeah.
You like Nice?
Yeah.
What do you like better, Nice or Dubai?
Probably Dubai.
You like Dubai better, eh? Why?
Because it has a lot of malls. It has a lot of stuff to do. Here has some stuff, but here has a lot of stuff too. But I think Dubai has more stuff and more fun, and yeah.
Elle nailed it. Look at the plane coming in. Elle nailed it, actually. She's very right about what she's saying, because there is so much to do in Dubai, okay? For kids especially. There's just never-ending things to do for kids in the malls, in the stores. Look at the size of that plane coming in. That is just a monster of a plane. Emirates. Yeah, it's funny. We're talking about Dubai, and here comes Emirates. There's a flight coming in from Dubai right there. And it's just a tank of a plane, too. It's going to be landing right back there. But yeah, that's funny. We're literally just talking about... That's funny, yeah? That plane's coming from Dubai. We were just talking about Dubai. But yeah, she's right, 100%. There's so many malls, so many things to do in Dubai for kids. It's a great spot to raise a kid, if that's a spot that you can love where you live. For me personally, I think this is more beautiful, and this is kind of my vibe, more so than Dubai is. Not to say Dubai isn't great, just like Elle's saying. All right, guys, let's keep moving. So we just stopped here all the way at the end to give you an idea. There's Elle. She was just telling me, she's like, look at how clear the water is, and really it is super clear. We're going way out there. It's very salty, so everybody's just floating. I've seen people go out like 100 feet. Look at how awesome this is. There's Nice for you, ladies and gentlemen. And there's the airport. That's where Air Emirates just went in. We're perched nice and high. Highly encourage you to rent one of these little electric bikes, because they're awesome. They really allow you to go see everything. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, so we've arrived at our next destination. It's called Antibes. Alright, Chris decided to stay here. It's about an hour away from Nice driving. We took a car survey, I believe an Uber, and we came out here. It's called Antibes, and where are we staying? We are staying right here at the Unique Boutique Hotel. Right in there, we're checking in right now. Initial feelings, initial thoughts and vibes. Kind of feels a little like Sarasota-ish, like Florida, Sarasota, kind of something like that. St. Petersburg, seems like you have a lot more elderly here. You can see they're playing one of those classic games. I forget the name of that, but it seems like a little bit more elderly here. Structures are older. You don't see too much. I don't know. This is just my initial first couple minutes here. I'll take you along for the ride here. I believe we're here for 2 days, and then we're on. We're going to a bunch of spots throughout this trip. So the video is going to give you a really good bird's eye view and understanding of everything going on here on the south of France. All right. So yeah, stick along. And the rest of today, it's about almost 5 o'clock. The rest of today is going to be dedicated to our first few hours here in Antibes. Let's do it. Here's visit a grocery store that was across the street from the hotel, just to get a comparison of prices. And this will be a good DR comparison for prices. We're talking euros here. You got your bananas, peaches. Have a look at those prices if you know your prices back home in the DR or in Canada, US. You can do a quick comparison right here of what you're going to be paying in Europe and France for some of your veggies. I'm not at necessarily a high-end grocery store. It doesn't feel like it's just a regular store that I'm visiting, and kind of gives you a rough idea. Of course, the wine is cheap, right? But I'm just going to share a few clips with you on some items, price point-wise, so you guys can do a quick comparison yourselves to understand prices. And anyone that's out there watching the channel from the DR, feel free to share prices or give your opinions on prices. My wife will for sure. But here's some veggies. I'll do a quick comparison for you guys too on the meats as well. There's a big one for us that we get so cheap in the Dominican Republic is the avocados. Yeah, prices here. Here's some classic brands. Red Label. Let's look at a quesadilla. That'll be a good comparison for you guys. Okay, let's look at a 6-pack of Heineken. $10. 10 euros. 10.68. One left blonde. $1.50. €1.50. So kind of gives you a rough idea if you're coming down here and you're curious how much things cost. This kind of helps you out. And of course, like everywhere in Europe, there's nothing but wine. Look at all that wine. All right, guys, day one. We're gonna go check it out. All right, guys, so we are heading out for dinner. We're gonna grab a bite to eat. It's our first day here, and I'm having always trouble saying the name of this place. Where are we?
Antibes.
How you say it?
Antibes.
So definitely
Antibes,
different
France.
vibe than Nice. Completely different vibe.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well, we've
quiet.
only seen the east part, which is more like beach town and whatnot, and then the west has the marina and lots of
Hell's other.
the marina, like nicer restaurants, I think. And then you have the Cap, of course, where like Eden Rock is there, which is the most famous, you know, hotel resort in the south of France. I think like all these celebrities got married there, and very, very nice resort. So maybe we'll venture there. I don't know yet, but yeah. Antibes is so far beautiful. Nice sandy beach.
Antibes, but totally different vibe than Nice.
Go out, go out.
One thing that's happened here is we are seeing this nice sandy beach here, which is nice. No rocks here. It's so funny, hour away, and what a difference in the beach. Looks beautiful. We're going to be spending some time out here, and we'll share that with you. You got some little restaurants here, hotels that are oceanfront. We're just a street away from this. But yeah, the water's clear. Wow, that's super clear, isn't it? That is beautiful. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but this is just so clear. Stunning. What do you think? Look at the landscape in the background, eh? It's all surrounded by mountains. It's beautiful. Yeah, definitely something nicer beach than Nice for sure. Different, totally
Nice
different.
is like those
Nice.
big rocks, yeah.
Those big rocks were. No, it's beautiful. I think it's awesome.
So
Looking forward to coming out here and hanging out. I'll love this. How are you doing? Hope all's well. It is day 2 here in Antibes. We are going to be going for a hike, and then we're going to be heading towards the beach. We're going to spend the day there. We'll show you what that's like, and come along. Should be a fun, exciting day. Let's go ahead and do it. Here we are right here in the center of town. So what Chris has explained to me is that there's 2 areas of Antibes. One cool little town, totally different than what we experienced in Nice. Completely different feel. Like I said, the area of Antibes that we're in has a feel of like St. Petersburg, Florida, best way for me to put it. But there's multiple areas to it, so we're going to be checking that out today. All right, guys, come along.
this looks like they're turning it into something. Look at how provincial. They're relaxed. It seems like quiet even on season.
All right, guys, so where are we now? We went along the water there, you saw it. Now we're in Cap Antique. Antibes. Chris corrected me. Cap Antibes.
Antibes right.
I can't seem to get that city name right. But we're in Cap Antibes, and we're going to take you over. We're going to walk over, and we're going to show you Billionaire's Bay. Chris has been talking about this
One I saw
nonstop.
online.
Billionaire's Bay. We're going to take you over there. We're going to go through this little area, at Billionaire's Bay, there's no restaurant, so we're going to walk you through this little town here, and we're going to show you what that's all about. And, yeah, come along. We're excited. This is going to be cool. So here's the pathway that you take all the way back to Billionaire's Bay. So you got a scooter or a bike, it's a good way to come out here. But yeah, it looks like we're here. Nice. Trees are massive here.
One says to come here. It's like a little secret beach, but not so secret.
Is this Billionaire's Bay though?
Yeah.
Wow, this is cool. Hey, look at this. All the people hanging out. Bay, we just decided we brought some fruit. Hello, strawberries.
Run.
Fresh strawberries. So what's your opinion? This was your plan.
Well,
you wanted to see this. What do you
It's
think?
busy. Everyone says to come here. And it's like a little hidden bay. Seems a lot of people like it.
People are jumping off cliffs. Over here.
It's like very rocky and mulchy.
So we're heading to the real beach now? This is where you're spoiled by the Dominican Republic's beaches, right? This is a different
there's
experience.
some sandy beaches near our hotel that are beautiful too.
Yeah. But this is a different experience. You're here for a different reason. People having lunch here. Elle's enjoying her strawberries. Backyard reminds me of that, except, you know, this backyard, that backyard could be a little bit better with that beautiful pool, but wow, isn't this stunning? Look at those views. Oh, this is where we were, guys. That's where we were. There's that bay, here's a little path. That was very... Alright guys, that is our tour. The Bay of Billionaires here. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we are off continuing our journey. We highly recommend you stop by this this mansion right here, walk the grounds. You'll see the rose fields, olive trees. It's really spectacular. Try to come here and visit it, and let us know what you think. All right guys, love, relive, let's keep this journey going. All right guys, so we are back in near our hotel, Unique. Back in the beach area. You can see what it looks like. It's about 5:30. That's one thing for coming in from the DR. Sun's up late here. Okay, very similar to Canada. Like, the sun doesn't go down till like 9 o'clock, so you get a lot of sun time. Came out, it's about 6, almost 6 o'clock, and look at the sun. It's high up in the sky, and Elle's in the water. She's enjoying herself. Kind of gives you an idea what this beach looks like. Not a lot of. So here's a cool little thing. Stumble on a music festival that's happening here.
She makes me wait, and I wait without you.
Sing out.
The star will reach the shore, give it all the time once more.
Alright guys, so this is late night, not even that late, like 11 o'clock, and look at how packed this place is. It's just jamming. We just went over there. It's the best Thai food I've ever had in my life. But have a look at this. So it's definitely a party spot. You can see Al and Chris over there having fun. But it's a party spot. People are out to have fun. They're out to drink. Looks like there's a huge lineup to go somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, there's a club over here, I think. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. It is the end of the second day over here. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's do it. All right, guys. Day number 3 here in Antibes. We are going to be checking out the museum, right? Picasso Museum. Is that where we're going? Mm-hmm. And what else?
I don't know what's happening.
She's trying to figure out. She's calling a ride. So, yeah, we're into day 3. Tomorrow we're going to be taking off. But All right, guys, just a quick recap of what, if you're new to the channel, you just stumbled across this information because you were looking for information on France. Guys, keep in mind what our purpose is here is we're doing a love where you live comparison between being here, south of France, or Dominican Republic. Now, as you know, in Dominican Republic, or maybe you don't know, we are one of the foremost brokers here in the Dominican Republic, okay? We specialize in pre-construction, luxury properties, commercial and residential, okay? So we guide our clients across the board on all levels. That's important to know. We are North Americans, originally from Canada, been in the Dominican Republic now for close to 5 years. So we've been there for, in the way we approach the market, it seems like forever, because we work with the top companies, the top professionals. And guys, what's more important than saying that we work with the top professionals in the country, the other thing that's really important is that we also focus on making sure we don't work with people that are not tailoring their services, their quality of service, their delivery of their message. We don't work with developers or sellers that do not share the same moral compass as we do. And that's very beneficial to you, because the last thing you want to do is tie yourselves up in a situation with a bad developer, a bad seller, a bad attorney, anyone that operates in a fashion that is not transparent and is not showing goodwill. Okay, so what we do is we make sure we don't work with those kind of companies, and the ones we do work with have been treating our clients and ourselves very, very well. So that's a good thing to know. All right, so if you're thinking or considering, you're looking for a second home, put it that way. If you're looking for a plan B, then guys, the Dominican Republic could be your plan B. If you live in France, you live in Europe, or you're considering Europe, maybe you want to consider the Dominican Republic, guys. It could be a play for you. And if it is, then we're the team to reach out. My name's Kash. I'm President and CEO of Kash International Luxury Real Estate. We're on a Love Where You Live tour, a comparison between Dominican Republic and between south of France on this video series that you're seeing. It's a long one because just a bunch of clips. I was trying to figure out how to put it all together, and that's the best way that I was able to put it all together for you guys. So guys, we're here, day 3 Antibes, day 7 south of France, and we are going to the Picasso Museum. Apparently this is where Picasso used to come for his inspiration, hence they have a big museum here in Antibes. All right guys, let's continue the day. Old town now. This is a totally different feel from where we were. Have a look. Really, really cool. I like this vibe better. The old town, you can see the other area is a little bit different. This has a totally different charm to it. And we are going to the museum. You go up this way. We got dropped off. We're going to be heading up to the museum now, but look at how cool this is. This has really got the right vibe and feel. We're probably going to spend the rest of the day here to get a really soak in the atmosphere. I'm liking this a lot better. Okay. Cool. All right, let's head up to this museum. I'm going to show you this view really quick. I want you guys to see this view up here. I'm sure it's stunning. Look at the architecture. This is the right vibe. This is what I was kind of looking for. The other place, when I kept saying, has like that St. Petersburg, Sarasota feel. That's kind of what I was feeling over there. But over here, it's kind of, this is what feels like south of France to me. Yeah, look at that view. Wow.
Come here, Al.
Nice beach over there. Yeah, this is beautiful.
This is way more our vibe on this side.
Yeah, Chris is saying the same thing. She's saying this is way more our vibe, kind of what we were looking for. Pretty damn cool. All right, guys, let's get to this museum. Bunch of little restaurants, and you can see all the art all around us here, and here we are. Museum of Picasso. Now this changed my entire perspective of Antibes. I kind of wish we would have stayed here, but of course we didn't know, but now you guys know. So this is the area you want to stay in when you do come down here, if you do visit, because this is really cool. We'll probably spend the entire day here. And then Russia. Where are we going next?
Cannes. It's 10 minutes away.
So yeah, tomorrow we're heading out to Cannes. We're going to show you what that's all about. I don't know anything about it as of yet, so you guys are going to learn a lot along with me.
Cannes Film Festival.
Cannes Film Festival, as Krista says, all those things. I love how they have drinkable water everywhere too. That's one thing we don't got in the DR. But you know what, guys? We have something coming for you. Water filtration in the DR. We have that coming for you for clean drinking water, as a side note. It's a really cool experience in here. Highly recommend you visiting it. It is 3 floors. It's not too big. but it really was a cool experience to be around all of that history and art and seeing some of these creative elements, and the rooms are themed. It's really cool. Make sure you check it out. How was it, Al?
Fun.
So, 2 floors, short little walk around down memory lane there with Pablo Picasso. This is apparently Chris was reading where he had his own gallery and he did all his art, and then this became the museum. What do you think? Look at how amazing this is. Wow, this is amazing. I was really blown away by the structures that were outside these installations. They were just amazing. So we did a little walk around old Antibes after the museum. Cool spots, a lot of wine, a lot of history here. Enormous amount of history, and completely different feel than what we saw in the quote-unquote newer Antibes where we're staying. But we really enjoyed our time walking around this area. You can see how rustic it is, and how it is part of, you can see the history in the streets. It's very calming and relaxing. You'll enjoy an afternoon, no question about that. Definitely have the vibe and the feeling of being in, an old city, just like, Pablo Picasso in the museum. You can see how much detail has gone into the streets and the buildings, and all of the energy there is just really, really magnetic. You'll truly enjoy yourself in the old part of Antibes, that is for sure. Here we took the train. The train was great. I highly recommend the train. It gets you everywhere. Okay, we hopped on at the Ferris wheel over here. Whenever she sees one, has to get on one. But yeah, take the little train. It takes you around everywhere, and you'll enjoy yourself. So we're still here all day long. We've been here checking out little markets, little shops, little restaurants. I've ate a ton of pizza. They've had ice cream. It's just like really spectacular, this area that we found over here in Antibes. The older district area, kind of like that Zona Colonial feel, right? Back in that time frame. But it's pretty nice. It's beautiful. Feels super safe. Great spot to come and visit. Spend a couple days here for sure. What do you think so far of this part of Antibes?
I love it.
What is it that you love about it?
I don't know. Just it's clean and the vibe. It's a little more chill. It's beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. It's nice to see the boats, the landscape. A lot of art,
All right, guys, how's it going? Bright and early here on a Monday morning. We're on day number 8 here in south of France. Stunning, stunningly beautiful, guys. So we're still here in Antibes and going for a nice walk along the coast here. You can see this promenade. They're cleaning up and getting ready for the day to begin here. But I want to take you for a quick walk here. I'm going to be running this area. I'm going to run it all the way up and around there. You can see how stunningly beautiful the entire environment is, with these amazing walking paths all the way through. You see people probably just arriving here and filming a few beautiful images of what everything is. It really is a beautiful place to visit, and definitely a spot that you could definitely say you love where you live. Referring to south of France, everything's a little bit different though. Everything's a little bit different. Like, for example, Nice, totally different than what I'm seeing here in Antibes. And then today, this is our final day here in Antibes. We got to see it pretty well. I'm glad, we bounced around. We found the old part of town, which was really cool. We really appreciated that a lot, and I think you would too. Depends what you're looking for. But what's really cool, what I'm seeing about Europe that I like so far, is everything is very close by, and everything is unique as well. Okay, but it has that overall charm. Like you can see, this restaurant's going to be opening up here soon. We've got all these little beach restaurants here. We haven't even visited this side. We've only went out towards that end. We didn't even go out this way. So, yeah, you could spend a summer here for fun. But again, the whole purpose of this, what we're doing here, is bring you the Love Where You Live challenge. And we want to see if you're looking for that second home, or you're looking to retire or invest abroad. How does Dominican Republic stack up? How does Las Terrenas stack up? How does Cap Cana, Punta Cana, Vista Cana, how do those things stack up depending on what your goals and your missions are in your life, what stage of your life you're at? All of that is different. And that's what we want to do. We want to not only diversify across the Dominican Republic, as you know, as we're doing, but we also want to diversify for you guys internationally. Look at it all. We were in Dubai recently doing the same thing for you guys. So we want to do that so you guys have a really good understanding of the market. Wow, there's already people. Oh, it looks like there's some classes for swimming already happening. It's pretty cool. But yeah, what a great place. Europe is a very, very special place. I'm going to leave you guys here at this point. I'm going to start this run. Maybe if I see some really, I'm sure I will see some pretty scenic things out there. I'm going to go ahead and share those with you again, but we'll start this run from this vantage point right here. Have a look at how stunning that is. Crystal clear waters. Kids are already out there playing. Probably gonna jump in there too. Jump in there and get a quick swim. Look at the mountains off in the distance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this all the way down. As far as I can run. Then I'm gonna run back. Alright guys, let's do it. So we're at the end of this promenade. Basically, I think we can go a little bit further that way. I'm not sure. It looks like there's a little live music place over there. But I'm all the way at the end of that promenade. You can see we ran all the way down and all along here. The one thing I really noticed is there's a lot of seniors that are just hanging out in the water, getting some exercise. People swimming everywhere. Look at how far back people are swimming. Water is absolutely crystal clear. I'm gonna hop in, cool off, and then run all the way back. Wow, it's stunning. You see the mountains off in the distance, all the hilltop houses. You have to say, not a bad way to live, eh? Alright guys, stick along for today. We're going to be shifting gears. We're going to be going to Cana, so we'll take you over there next. Nice way to end our little tour here in Antibes. So guys, I just have to say, I've been in a lot of beaches in my time, as you guys know, and that probably could have been my best experience. That was one of the most beautiful bodies of water I've ever been in. It was so crystal clear. It was just like unbelievable. And the surroundings of what I was seeing was just amazing. But the water itself, unbelievable. I understand that you have so many seniors here that have chosen to call this place home, but they're all swimming, they're hanging out, and the water was just absolutely, it was a spontaneous pull over and from the run and jump in, and it was unreal. Absolutely unreal. Highlight of my trip so far, being in that water right now. Alright, so that's it. Hopefully in Cana, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be renting a car and heading up into the hills, and I want to see what those sort of opportunities look like for you guys as well. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run back, and we're going to start packing and head to Cana, which is apparently about 15 minutes away. You know, this will give you a better view. Let me show you from up here what this looks like. Gives you a better idea. It's early in the morning too. People are out here. They're in the water all the way around. So yesterday, where did we have you guys? We had you, I went for a run yesterday evening, and basically I was at that point over there. We had you all the way out there as well. I'll zoom in for you so you can kind of get a better feel. We had you all the way out there, past that boat. And ran that yesterday all the way back around. Basically where you see the buildings is where we're going, back to Antibes, one area of Antibes, and today I ran out here. Now, I could just keep going for miles and miles and miles, obviously. My plan was to get to the bottom of that hill, but I think I'm going to head back and grab a coffee and start packing. Alright guys, let's do it. Thanks for joining us here. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. Alright, love, relive. Along here, on our 8th day, we arrived in Cana, and we're going to be staying right here at the Cassis Beach Hotel. All right, so we just got here. We're just checking in, and we'll show you what it's like. Looks like we are connected to the beach on this one, which is nice, and a nice little restaurant. But let's take it for a walk in. So it took us from Antibes to get here about 15 minutes tops. Let's see what it looks like. Nice hotel. We got here a little bit early, so they have a gym at this one. The other one did not. It's nice, get a little workout. I've been doing some running, as you guys know. Nice little bar set up. Looks like they have option for lunch, breakfast, dinner here.
Okay.
And we've got a pool set up right here as well. Couple pools, outdoor dining. All right, so we're heading out to the beach just to have a look. What Chris explains to me here is that Cannes is it's the Cannes Music Film Festival. All that stuff happens here. So there's a lot of money here. It's a little more affluent.
It feels kind of like a Miami vibe.
She's saying it feels like a Miami vibe. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Leave some comments below. But yeah, it definitely does have that. The structures are nice. I think, wow, the beaches are stunning. Look, we had some like a windstorm yesterday, and it's a little wavier than probably normal. She's been here. She was here earlier with her mom and Elle when they did their trip before me getting here, and they stayed here for a few days. And she said it's much wavier, but yeah, this looks much more developed. Promenade is nice. The beach looks amazing. It's very, very blue. Nice white sand. There's the Carlton that Chris was saying. That's a famous hotel. We're staying right next door to it. The mountains in the distance. The mountains right there look amazing. Look beautiful. Just one beach club after another here. We'll get out to the water here in a second and show you what that looks like. You know, I've been enjoying is jumping on one of those little train trolleys. Gets you around everywhere. Shows you what's what, especially on these quick trips into these different little areas. So we're going to be here for 2 days. So we're going to be doing day 8, 9, and 10 over here. And then we'll be on the final stretch where we're going to be driving the countryside. We're going to rent a car and we're going to keep driving. Carlton Beach Club right here. You definitely see it in the beach clubs. They're a lot more upscale. A lot more upscale than they are in Antibes. You feel that immediately. So it's super, super breezy here. As I'm saying, it was the best time as well. But definitely a completely different feeling than what you're getting in Antibes. Very high end, extremely high end, and very nice, very clean. One thing that I'm noticing here in Europe, which is pretty cool, because one thing you don't get, one reason I don't love living where I live in New York, is there's no right of way for pedestrians in the Dominican Republic. If you're in the way, you get hit. Over here, it's so unique that cars will stop. They'll like slam on their brakes and stop for you. But yeah, you can see exactly all these places are awesome. Food looks great. Really cool spots. Totally different vibe. So funny, only 15-minute drive and it's just completely different. Here's a little stretch of me just walking down the road by the Carlton on the main drive. Look at the brands, look at the luxury vibe of this place. It was just one major brand after another, and I did call about a penthouse over there, and it was $13 million. So, you know, it was, no, actually not a penthouse, just a 2-bedroom unit. It was $13 million, just insane. But yeah, I was just kind of blown away by the affluence and the wealth that surrounded this entire area. It was phenomenal. What we did next here is hop one of those trains that I loved in every city except for France, and for a ride. Really cool experience. pretty cool stuff right here, guys. Notre Dame, they're stopping over here on this tour. We're up in the hills, so I'm going to try to show you some video. I'm just running to a restroom, and look at how cool this is, though. I'm trying to find one, but this is just unreal. Like, how awesome this is. This is perched up on a hill right next to the big can sign, if you've ever been here. And he's telling me that there's a bathroom down here. And I'm trying to figure out exactly where that is, but in the meantime, I'm seeing this. This is so beautiful. Look at how awesome this is. This is like real deal. I love this. We're gonna try to get back over here. There's Vietnamese over there. There's all these amazing pizza shops. I'm definitely trying to make my way down here on this trip. What I kind of wish is that we had a little more time in Cannes, because I'm really loving what I see here. Just the mix of what we were just showing you in earlier videos, and then coming over here to see this, and being able to live and experience all of this is amazing. Let's go see if I missed my train.
That project was listed at 13 million starting. Pretty outrageous, pretty amazing, and very grand. The beach was just stunning though. You can see exactly what I'm saying here. It is a very polished and proper place. You can see why so many celebrities call this place home. Why they come on a regular basis.
Likes to climb stairs.
All right, guys. So we are here in Cannes, in France, and we're just going for a walk. It's absolutely stunning. We stumbled into this spot. We wanted to have a glass of wine, and we walked into this spot. It was packed outside on the patio, and we came in here and we bumped into the owner. It's just an amazing little spot. All these celebrities in photos with him. We were just talking to him right now. He's third generation, 60 years.
Yeah.
Look at all these celebrities that are here, have been here, and that's the owner with him. What's the name of this place, Krista? How do you say it?
Les Machus.
This place is called Les Machus. Really, really cool spot.
No. Do you have like a little toy?
And yeah, we just met the owner. He's right here. He's awesome.
Nothing?
And highly encourage you to come and check this one out. This spot is amazing. He gave us a little gift. This is the spot right here. This is.
Your name is
That's the
Ale.
name.
Can you spell it, darling?
L.
And Elle made a new friend. Elle made a new friend. The owner's daughter just hanging out. And what a cool spot. One of the true joys of being here in Kansas.
Like this, my darling? Sorry for my English.
Celebrity hotspot, apparently. He's got all the, who are the people in the photos up there?
Uma Thurman.
Fabricio Del Toro, is that him?
I don't know. Looks like.
Guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing great. It is day number 9 here in south of France. So where are we today? What did I just show you guys? That is Cannes. Okay, that's Cannes. Cannes is, where the Cannes music movie festival happens. All the top celebrities come here. Every single one of them comes here. Basically has a place out here. It's pretty stunning. It's so far of the 4 spots that we've been to now. This one I really like. It is top tier. The infrastructure, the hotels, everything about it is really top notch, and again, way more than I even expected to see on my end. So this is really something special, and I'm pretty much blown away. I'm on a early morning run here on day 9. We are on a Tuesday, I believe, and it looks spectacular. Look at all these yachts here. Got all these yachts in the marina here at Cannes, but the views and the vibe, just surrounded by all these mountains in the distance. Where were we yesterday? We were up on that hill where we visited a few restaurants. We went to the top of that hill, hung out in like a old village area. But this is really something unique. And I can absolutely see exactly why celebrities, A-listers, love where they live on this one, because there's nothing like it. It really, guys, is not anything like it that I've seen yet. I almost feel like I'm in like LA or something like that. That's what it feels like to me. Like you're in LA, but you're in this beautiful beach area, this beautiful beach town. It's special, and I see why celebrities call this place home or come so often. Because from my understanding, celebrities all have homes here. So to give you an idea price-wise, there was a pre-construction project over here, right on the water, right on the ocean here, a new one. Doesn't seem like as much pre-construction here, that's for sure. So in Dominican Republic, we definitely have way more pre-construction happening, a lot more growth happening. There's one, let me see, right now, almost next to the hotel over there. I called about it out of curiosity, spoke to the developers, and they start at 13 million, 2 bedrooms, and they're sold out. Penthouses are like 32 million, insane prices. But that's like a top tier, massive luxury project coming. I'm sure in a stretch of any of these older buildings that aren't so new, I bet you're in the couple $1 million range, having these views, which are pretty damn special, you have to say. And I'm not saying this is for everyone. I'm just saying I understand why the ultra rich and celebrities and top entrepreneurs own something like this or come here so often, because there's no shortage of restaurants. Feels like there's 100,000 restaurants they can go to, and they're all full. So it's really cool, really special. Really enjoyed it. Enjoying it so far. There's the GT3 RS, my favorite car right there. But yeah, really enjoying it so far, and it's special and it's unique, and I'm really happy I got a chance to see this one. So love where you live scale. This one's right up there, but it's totally different beast than let's say a Las Terrenas or a Cap Cana or a Punta Cana resort. It's a totally different animal, but it is unreal. Highly encourage you to come out here. So stick with us today here on date 9. I'm just getting started with the run, and stick with us. We're gonna show you some clips of whatever we get ourselves into here today. We're gonna visit the beach club for the hotel and see what it's all like. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, and share. Day 9, let's do it.
J'en avais une, moi, à l'époque. J'en avais une, mais bon.
We're heading to the beach club for the hotel right now, and we're going to take you for a day out at the beach club here in Cannes. Hi. What you see here is just one beach club after another. Slew of them. See the famous Carlton in the background right here. Alright, we're heading out for a night out. Grabbing some dinner, we're going to grab a couple cocktails, and we're just kind of soaking in the vibe. It is truly, guys, magnetic. There's so many people out having dinner, hanging out, having fun, and it is a never-ending list or row of one restaurant after another in all of them. Alright guys, we're off on the road trip portion of our journey. We're day 10 here, and we're taking off from Cana, and we're heading towards Saint-Tropez. So we went into 6th, and we rented ourselves a little crossover. We want to get a larger vehicle, but we couldn't do it because everything is booked out. Everything south of France. Any sort of SUV is just gone. So we got this. We packed everything in here, got all our stuff. Elle's ready to go. Chris is ready to rock. And we are off today. We're going to make the journey. It's the first time we're actually driving around here, so we're excited about that. And we're going to be heading to Saint-Tropez, spending 3 days there. And then we're, the rest of the time, 3 days there, and then the rest of the 4 or 5 days, it's going to be driving the south of France. So things will start to get a little exciting on this one now. All right, guys, let's do it. So we're only maybe 10 minutes out from Cana, and what we're going to be doing here is taking you for the drive from Cana to Saint-Tropez. So one thing I'm noticing right away is
you're on the best route,
right back to the first world way of driving. We've got that road rage. We're just moving along on this road, and one thing you don't see in the Dominican Republic is road rage, where people lose their mind. They might drive a little crazy, but they're not driving because they're angry. We already got cut off by an Audi, just like pissed off because we're driving slow, and then a bike went by same way. So that's one observation since the first time I'm driving. So me and Elle decided to pull over, and it's just so cool. There's all these little paths going everywhere. And look at this mountain range. Look at in the distance. This is just stunningly beautiful. I'm going to zoom in over here so you guys can see what we're seeing. And the wind is just blowing through the mountain. This is just beautiful. This is amazing. So yeah, guys, this drive. The drive, I highly recommend it because you're going to love it. It really is beautiful. Keep in mind though, now... Alright guys, so it looks like you finally come down and you T-bone over here at Saint Maxime Street and Saint-Tropez, Toulouse. I don't know if we're near Saint-Tropez yet. I don't think so. How much further do we have?
45 minutes.
We've got about 45 minutes, but you come back all up and through the mountain and you're back on the water again.
You will arrive at 4:30.
That was a short stretch up along the water there, and then you're going back up into the hills again, as you can see.
You're on the fastest route despite unusually heavy traffic. You will arrive at 4:54 p.m.
I believe I'm going through an area here called Saint Maximo, and this is really a beautiful area to be. So we've arrived into Saint-Tropez. You can see how stunning and beautiful. It's just surrounded by all these rolling hills and mountains. And Krista was just saying everything has like totally a different vibe and feel. So far, every single town we've gone into has had a different feel. You can see what I mean. Everything just it looks so different than where we just were in Cana. We checked into our Airbnb. First time we're doing an Airbnb here. And we are going for a drive to the main beach, as Carissa would say, and we're exploring. So basically you gotta go back up the hill and back down on the other side, and we're supposed to come to this amazing beach, and we're going to share that with you in a few short minutes here. But this drive to get there is pretty amazing. All wineries as they're going along. Beautiful drive here. I'm going to share a couple of these wineries with you. What I do find odd is how far the beach is actually from where we're staying, Saint-Tropez. It's like we gotta drive like almost five kilometers. Pampelon Beach. Chris is saying we're going to Pampelon Beach. You can see the water off in the distance, but I find that kind of odd. We're going to see what this area is like. We're exploring.
This is where everyone goes.
Chris is saying this is the beach, and here's the wineries all around us. But she's saying this is. So Chris is talking a little bit of kind of explaining Saint-Tropez, kind of its layout, because I totally came in blind. So she's saying this is just how it is. It's like all spread out. Restaurants are all over. There's a wine bar there, the winery. It is like totally different than what we were just experienced, right?
It's so beautiful.
How would you compare it?
Well, we haven't really like seen Saint-Tropez yet. We're staying in like the main town, the old town. See, like these are all this is the beach and all the beach clubs and everything right now. See? I can tell.
to
Yeah.
mall called Megatel. Chris is saying it is the spot to go to.
One of
Left
these
on Boulevard
spots.
Cash.
I'm coming into this one blind, guys. I'm just looking at it from you love where you live perspective and trying to wrap my head around it.
Turning left.
We're going to be turning left up here. Let's see what this beach looks like.
More beach clubs.
All right, so here we are. Saint-Tropez Beach. You can come here, drive down, park, and we're going to see what the water looks like. Let's do a love where you live comparison, comparing the beaches of Las Terrenas to the beaches of Saint-Tropez. We're going to be doing the beach club deal tomorrow, I think. But right now we're just doing the public beach. Everybody's leaving right now, so it's quiet, but I want to see what it looks like. Beautiful setting. I will say that the water's a lot cooler than it is in the Caribbean, that's for sure. A lot cooler. It's almost 10 degrees cooler here. Looks crystal clear though. Looks beautiful, but it is not. Whoa, that is chilly. Wow. Yeah, probably 10 to 12 degrees cooler. I'm gonna look it up. But it looks stunningly beautiful. Alright guys, so we spent the afternoon over here on the beach here in Saint-Tropez. Really cool. We just we hung out over there at that beach club called Tiki Club. And one thing to note, okay, the love where you live comparison is, man, I can't imagine in the winter months here it's gonna be cold, because walking on this sand right now is ice cold. Ice cold. And this is middle of summer. So I can't even imagine being here in the winter. It would be so cold. The water too, when we first got here and the sun was up and it was hot, it was still chilly. So yeah, this is definitely a summer destination. If you're coming in, this isn't all year round type of deal like we got in the DR. So that's a point for the DR Love Where You Live challenge wise. Alright guys, so we're heading out for dinner right now, and as you can see, big difference between where we just were in Cana and over here in Saint-Tropez. Granted, we don't know too much about the area yet, but this is a stark difference between. It's about 10:30. We're heading out for dinner. A lot of little shops and stuff like that I was looking at, but as you can see, it's a totally different vibe. Different, even the architecture is different. Like the way the buildings look is different. It's very quaint, very quiet so far from what I've seen. You saw the beaches earlier today. And it's just an interesting, completely different. Every spot we've been to literally has been so different from every other spot we've been to. It's very unique to see. So right now we're looking for a spot to eat and trying to figure out where we're going to grab a snack, but it's, yeah, totally like between the two, Cannes nightlife and just energy is through the roof. We're going to see. We're going down this quiet street. We're going to see where we end up and what that energy is like, but as thus far, very quiet. Just different. I don't know if it's better or worse, but it's definitely different thus far. All right, so now we're getting into an area. Looks like there's a little bit of action. This is a very small town feel, small town vibe. Very curious what this would be like in the off season. because it's very quiet right now too. Totally different though. Let's go this way. So we found the party and where everybody's at. Tell us. So what's kind of cool, all that stuff we saw, basically you can sit here at this place, any of these tables, and they bring you a menu. You can order from anywhere you want. The Greek, the sushi, everything, whatever you want. It's pretty cool. Morning guys, how's it going? We are on to day 10. Day 10 here, bright and early, in Saint-Tropez, France. And this is where the journey has taken us now. All the way here to Saint-Tropez. And guys, what a unique experience all of this has been thus far, because nothing is the same. You figure you're going to south of France and it's all going to kind of be the same. Guys, it's the first thing from the truth. Everything is so different thus far. For me, it started in Nice, which I thought was amazing and pretty damn cool. And then we shifted gears and we went over to Antibes. Okay, but in that journey there, we also went to Monaco and checked that out, which was, you know, everything you see about Monaco, Grand Prix, all the high-end stuff, all that was there. And that was a cool experience as well. And that was a very short trip from Nice. You know, I think it took us like 20 minutes on the train. It was nothing. Then Antibes, another hour away. From Antibes, then we went off to Cana. Cana was a really cool experience. Again, so unique. Everything along the way. And you would think like, oh, Monaco is going to be like Saint-Tropez. Guys, everything is so different. And you're going to see that in this video. You'll be able to appreciate that. Everything is so unique and different. And this is going for a run here. And this is Saint-Tropez. A lot of boats. Tons of boats here. And it's a different vibe. To me, thus far, and I'm only my first morning, it's like a vibe of a small town with a lot of money. That's what it feels like thus far. Small town with a lot of money. And people here like to party. That's one thing that I noticed last night. We went out for some food. And really cool spot. We shared that video last night with you. It's like there's a bunch of outdoor food courts, and it's all tied into one restaurant, one big menu. And you can order and you can sit and get it from everywhere. So we went there and it was just a party and a half. So people here like to really throw down. No question about that. But the place is really unique and we're just kind of dialing into it. We went to that beach yesterday that we took you to. That was pretty cool. And today we're going to venture off to a day club that we got set up. Reservation at by one of my colleagues over there in Cana. He was able to set me up over there. So it's one of the premier day clubs. So stick around. We're going to take you there today, I believe. And give you a little more of our analysis of what we think about this beautiful place. Could you love where you live when you come here? Absolutely, I think you could do that. Is it the same as what we have over there in the Dominican Republic? I don't think so. One thing is, it's already kind of chilly. Like the water's pretty chilly here right now. I can't imagine in a couple months what it's going to feel like. So you're going to be there for you. I mean, all year round summer, sorry. You're going to be there. I'm just in awe by looking at this massive boat. Massive ship that is here. It's really a interesting spot, guys. All right, so I'm gonna continue my run. I'm gonna continue exploring, and we're going to touch base with you guys here soon. But stick around, and remember, guys, what we're doing is we're doing a comparison for you. The Love Where You Live challenge. Can you love all these different cities in south of France like you would, for example, at Las Terrenas, at Cap Cana, Punta Cana, or if you get away from the water a little bit, like a Vista Cana type of thing? Could you compare the urban environment of a Santo Domingo to an urban environment over here? I don't know. Let's see. And by the end of this video, you guys will be able to make that decision. But so far, south of France is living up to all the expectations that we had. It's pretty beautiful. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, guys, let's go to the top of this hill, see what we got up here. Guys, look at the length of this. Like, look at the drop just to get up here, how hard it would be for someone. And then look at the length of this castle. It's unbelievable how far it goes. Look at it. We were standing back over there, way back over there. Look at this thing. Never scaling those walls to get in there. Imagine back in the day when this was functioning. So that's the thing that's unique about being here, is there's so much damn history behind this part of the world. France and Italy, there's so much that's kind of awe-inspiring to be alive and be able to see it in its former glory, because everybody's still blown away by it. It's really crazy. I don't even really know where I'm at. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here, but this is kind of what you guys have got used to watching on the channel. Look at these views though. Wow, it's just stunning. Let me zoom in for you guys so you can see and appreciate this. Look at this. Isn't this just stunning? Pay attention to the mountain ranges off in the distance. It's just unbelievable. And look at this thing. All the battles fought here, right? Alright, let's keep going. Oh, look down there. Look at the cemetery down there. That's crazy. Look at that. Wow. I don't know where I brought myself, but at least you guys know where I'm at, kind of. Look at the walls of this thing. 40-foot walls, 50-foot walls, just massive. To give you a little scale, look at how small I am next to this thing. Craziness. That's why I figured it out. I did a full circle literally around the whole thing. Never got up to the top, but I did a full circle. Remember this guy? He was on the phone when I came here before. There's a little path I took up. Yeah, we're back to square one. Now we're going to get back down there. Let's do it. For any of you wondering where I just was, I think this will break it down for you. That's what it used to be right there. At the beginning of the First World War, German-speaking civilians presented a French territory, as well as a number of Bulgarians and Ottomans. That is, around 45,000 individuals, of which 8,000 were Lorraine, obliged to declare their presence and regrouped within more than 100 camps, of which one was the citadel of Saint-Tropez. A commission verified attached of those, and many liberated in 1915. Succession of agreements in Germany allowed the progressive repatriation of prisoners of which there remained 12,000 at the beginning of 1918. Those interned in Citadel were housed in donjon and sometimes went into the village under strict escort, notably to fetch water from the fountain and place de Lycée. I'm gonna see if I can find that. It was a contingent that constructed. It was this contingent that constructed the bench. This explains its name, which remained in collective memory of Tropezians. So that's where we were, guys. The German bench. We went all around that structure. Wow, that's a lot of history. That gives me chills. A lot of history on that and where I was and how big it truly is. That is pretty amazing, and that's what is now I understand why it's all sealed off and closed. There's a lot of travesty there, and a lot of history, and wow, that's powerful. All right, guys. So that's a little bit of my morning journey. I'd like to get that out of the way, and then I'm gonna go hook up with the family, and we're gonna go to the other extreme. We're gonna hit up one of the most famous beach clubs here in Saint-Tropez. All right, guys. Let's do it. Guys, as I'm leaving here, I'm just running down the path and looking up at the German bench. I had this epiphany and this thought and this realization. I think a lot of you do as well. Are you not feeling as if similar when you watch the news and you see what's happening on our continent in the US, Canada, not Canada specifically as of yet, but when you look at what's happening on the news, doesn't it make you feel like some sort of a resemblance where history repeats itself? It starts to resemble what we're seeing up there because of these massive camps being built and housing people that they believe are not supposed to be where they are. I think that's a realization that we have to understand and maybe think ahead of it, because history repeats itself. That's one thing we all know, and that's a good example of what happened here and part of the history. I don't think too many of us want to see a repeat of that, but it seems like it is repeating itself right before our eyes. In today's day and age, it's happening right now. I think we should take notice, be aware, and do whatever you can do on your end to avoid it from happening again. So I keep stopping my run because I keep coming across these really cool areas. And look at this, how awesome these little restaurants are. It's bright and early in the morning, food's being delivered, as you can see. And I can smell those fish right there. Everything's being cleaned up, and look at these amazing little areas. There's so much history here, it's mind-blowing. Like, look at this area. It's all being cleaned up, sprayed. Look at how awesome it is. It's beautiful. Got these guys cleaning up here. Wow, this is special. It's one little shop, people living up top. They maintained this charm, and this isn't anything outside of how it is. And then you got in the middle of it, this beautiful Ferrari sitting here. This helps me a little bit understand the charm of what's going on over here. This run, and that's what these runs are always helping me do. Hopefully they're helping you too. It helps me understand the charm and why this is a little bit different. Because this was made well over 100 years ago. More than 100 years ago. Look at it. Look at it today. Look at that castle. More than 100 years ago. Probably 1850s. And look how amazing it all looks still. And we all flock here to see it. More restaurants down here. We're definitely going to come here this evening and spend some time because this is awesome. Very, very cool, guys. Very, very cool. Again, everything is unique. Everything's completely unique, but very cool. A lot of history and wow, awesome. And it upgrades a little bit into like boutiques. I was in a little restaurant area. You can see this is old architecture as well, but the roads get a little wider. and has a pretty cool feel too. You can see the big. Look at this. So it's about midday now, guys. We're heading out and going for a walk. You can see there's no shortage of amazing shopping here in Saint-Tropez. And it's just laid out so cool. Like, so this is right down the marina. You can see all these beautiful boats and all the
you should come here because it's really pretty and you should see all the things like a big castle with resorts right now and a beautiful picture that you could take. And yeah.
Alright guys, so we came to another beach. I don't know my beaches yet, the names of them or anything. But wow, one big difference I want to point out is the water is super clear on this side and the other side, but this is a little more clear, a little more calm, but wow, it is ice cold. When I say cold, I mean beyond cold. Like it must be like 50 degrees. Nah, it's something 55, 60 degrees, something like that. It is so clear, but it is unbelievably cold. I don't even know how people are. Hey guys, this is funny. So Krista just put her feet in. What did it feel like?
Like a cold plunge. It felt like my feet, my toes were gonna crack and break off. Like that's how cold it was.
So when I said it was cold, I meant it. It was like, it is cold. It is beautiful.
We're just, clearly, there's people in and love it.
So I would say Dominican Republic wins on that level, right? On the temperature of the water.
This time of year too, it's just like bath water. It's beautiful, but yeah, it's the water is.
This is as warm as it's gonna get. It doesn't get warmer.
It might get a little warmer in
Yeah,
August.
you said it was like a cold plunge, and that's what it felt like.
It felt like it was really good, but like people are in. I don't know. I couldn't. My feet wouldn't move any further. All right, you ready?
Go, buddy. Go, 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 go. Get it all over it.
We also change the color.
You can switch colors. Switch colors now.
There you go.
So we stumbled into this really cool art gallery that just opened a couple weeks ago, and they got this whole thing going on.
You prefer some ice cream?
Here in Saint-Tropez. This is always 3 stories.
The artist preserves them.
Mama, put this side, it kind of hurts.
One or two.
What's your name? You like to sing? Oh, yes.
You know this one? You don't know this song?
That was cool, eh?
Party started.
Welcome to Saint-Tropez.
All right, guys, we are off on our journey. It's been we're day 14 now. We are leaving Saint-Tropez. What a fabulous trip that was.
No, it was fun.
Yesterday was intense. We went to Bogota.
Bagatelle.
Elle loved it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that footage. So today we're off. As you can see, we're leaving Saint-Tropez. And we checked out of our Airbnb. We stayed there for 3 days. We met an amazing lady that was managing it. She was just awesome. She gave us a bunch of pointers. Because now we're basically winging it at this point. We haven't booked anything. We haven't decided what city we're going to stop in. We are going to. Well, only thing we do know is we're flying out of Marseille on Wednesday. So we got 4 days left. So we're off, and we're heading in the direction of Marseille, but we're going to hit a few spots on the way. So where did she tell us to go? And we're going to check that out.
That was kind of part of our plan. We are driving the coast now from Saint-Tropez, and we are heading to Cassis, which is like a small town. It's supposed to have some beautiful beaches. Saint-Tropez is amazing. The beaches, though.
The beaches were blah.
I was kind
there
of
was nothing.
Underwhelmed with the beaches.
What do you think, Elle? You've been on a lot of beaches. The beaches were freezing. Remember? Didn't feel it. Not good for kids. No.
The beaches in Cassis. I think we'll just spend one night there. It's like a small little town, and it's near Marseille. But I think we also
just like a lot of money, a lot of wealth here. Real estate prices are nuts. So, but one thing I realized, because I'm always on the prowl for real estate, trying to understand opportunities, understand prices. I couldn't figure out anything here. Literally, I couldn't figure out anything. No one was helpful. I didn't understand the prices. I'm leaving here being confused with like how much does anything cost.
There's just so many areas too in the south of France. So many cities and little towns, and you know, there's options for everybody, really.
Well, every single city we went to so far has been completely different.
Completely different.
Like
yeah.
they're like 20 minutes away from each other, and they're completely, absolutely different. You feel you're in a completely different country when you go to these different cities. Every component of it is different. All right, guys, so we're off. We're not sure if you're going to be seeing the F1 track next. We're going to share a few clips of the drive like we like to. And then we're off. We're either going to see the F1 track that she's talking about, or we're going to hit Cassis. All right, guys, let's do it.
Bye, Saint-Tropez.
Bye, Saint-Tropez.
Goodbye to Saint-Tropez.
So what you're seeing here, guys, when I went out to Cabo Rojo, if you remember, that's exactly what those views look like when I went out to Cabo Rojo. The landscape in the distance. All right, so we made it up to this track and we're gonna go check it out. Views are just... So we stumbled on something pretty cool. It's just random. So check this out, guys. So here's a little bit of history on this thing. They created this thing in 1970, 1973. They even have Formula One here.
Everybody's trying to keep up with Daddy. Daddy's the winner.
There we go, guys. Cassis, back up the hill. You're in for a look at how cool this is, guys. People are... Alright, looks like we're back on a main highway again. And heading towards Cassis. Have arrived in Cassis. Guess what? We're pretty much blown away by what we're seeing here. We were debating, should we see it or should we not? Should we go to Marseille straight, where our flight's going to be going out of? Then Chris made the decision, hey, let's go see it at least. Guys, we pulled in to just a gem. This place is stunning, Cassis. All right, look at that castle that's up there on that hill. Beach is right in front. We're going to be checking that out here shortly. But man, this is really, really cool. We're just checking into this hotel. This was our fly-by-night portion of the trip. And we almost got screwed because national holiday, 3 days. So everything is booked. We found this spot at the last second. You can see we got the rooftop terrace up there. It's going to be some big fireworks show on the 14th. So I think we might just end up staying here for a couple days because this looks awesome. Check it out. This is called Cassis. Never even heard of it. Today, what's interesting about being here is that everything feels like a movie set. All the buildings are so flushed in history that everything literally just feels like it's totally a movie set. It's so unique. All right, guys, it is day 14 here in Cassis, in south of France. This was a random stopover. We're actually staying, see that white building? You can see it's like 3 stories. We're staying in that building. New hotel, amazing hotel, beautiful rooftop patio. But this is Cassis basically. This is kind of what we know of it thus far. Surrounded by all restaurants. This is a beautiful castle. I'm gonna see if I can run up there. I'm doing one of my morning runs, but I wanted to introduce you guys to day 14. We don't know if we're gonna be staying again in Cassis, or are we going to be heading to Marseille? We don't know. We don't know which way we're gonna go yet. We got a couple more days here to explore south of France and show you guys what it's all about and what it feels like. Cassis does have, thus far, a pretty small little stretch of beach. I showed you that yesterday, but the views are just stunning. Like, look at the cliffs and the landscape here. I haven't seen a landscape like this. Yeah, this is the first time for something to this degree. A bunch of boat tours that happen. It's a cute little spot. Cute little spot, definitely. And that's why we're thinking maybe we'll stay an extra day. Here's the boat tours. They take you out and show you a bunch of stuff out there. Potentially we're going to do that today. Haven't made a final decision on that. But it is, this is a beautiful place. All walks of life here, though. It's a little bit different. Everybody from all levels. Where in Cannes, for example, it was just like ultra high-end luxury. Nice was a little bit more luxury, but not as high as Cannes for sure. But it is a pretty beautiful place. Look at this, where I just stumbled upon. It's pretty early in the morning. We got a few people just soaking it all in. What I'm gonna have to do for this run is there's definitely, I'm not seeing like a beach run because it's all cliffs, all of it, everywhere. It's cliffs all the way down. So there's not going to be a beach run per se that I'm going to be doing today. So, but I'm going to be running through the city and enjoy that even more times. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this run started and see where I end up. I'm going to see if I can get up there to that top of that, what looks like a castle to me. All right, guys, let's do it. Welcome to day 14 here in South of France. Love Where You Live Challenge. So a short run, guys. Look at this, within a few minutes, that's where I'm at. You see the rolling wine fields, hillside. And there's that beautiful cliff that we were seeing from the beach. What I believe is I should be able to get to that castle running up this road right here. Let's see. This one. Chateau de Cassis. Let's do it. I think we're arriving at the castle. And it looks like as far as we can go. Quite the run. So basically I got up to the front door of the castle, but it's all locked. There's no getting in, but look at these views on the way down. Just stunning, aren't they? This is what's cool. There's so much to explore here. Dominican Republic also offers you this, but this, in full honesty, offers completely next level, 100 times the next level of exploration and immersement into history and traditions and past civilizations. This is just next level thing. You can achieve that in the Dominican Republic. Go to Zona Colonial. That's pretty cool. It has a lot of history back to Christopher Columbus time frame. But over here at every turn, what I've seen in South of France, no city, when you say South of France, they're all different. Every single city you're going to encounter, it's basically going to be a different deal. So yeah, if you want history and culture, fuck, this is the place. But real estate wise, prices, cost prohibitive, I feel, to invest here. I'm not seeing the investing part of it. I'm seeing the love where you live there, visit here. It's kind of what I'm seeing as the play. But it is stunning, it's beautiful. Probably come back. Hoping this gets me out. But doesn't this remind you of the little narrow woods in Terrenas if we open that one once? Here comes the car right now. I can hear him coming. Or not. Alright guys, let's continue to day 14. We're at the main road, that's where we're at. The one topic that came up right now is safety. We were talking about potentially, we rented a car and we drove down to, as you know, to Cassis, and then we are going to drive to the airport. Now, I was playing around with the idea of taking a train instead of flying, and then Carissa told me, which was news to me, is that things aren't safe on the train apparently. There's a lot of theft happening. News to me, but nevertheless, that is a love or live challenge type of topic because not really something that you're running into in the DR. In the areas that we talk about specifically. Now, of course, if you go into certain areas in Santo Domingo that are rougher, like any major city would have, you would run into that. For example, Punta Cana, you're not running into that scenario. Las Terrenas, definitely not in Cap Cana. PNTV, same thing. That kind of stuff isn't happening. But over here, it's interesting to hear that that is a major concern, and there's a lot of theft happening on these trains, which is you know, I would say the Dominican Republic wins out in that regard. I just wanted to share that because she just said that. Interesting. Also on that topic, I was speaking to a gentleman that owns one of the hotels. We were going to try to get a room there, and he started chatting, and I was asking him about the area. He said one thing to me that was interesting was, I said, our next stop is Marseille. He said, no, don't go to Marseille. He's like, I'm from here, Cassis, and he's like, I don't even like to go there. It's not safe. Again, I don't know what that means, but there's someone that lives here saying that about the Marseille area. And that's the airport that we're going to go to fly into Paris. And then from Paris, we go back to Punta Cana direct, which is, again, very cool element of being in Punta Cana, so you can go direct back and forth. I think it's a flight every day or something along those lines. Carissa really dials into that. If you guys are planning to make that trip from Punta Cana or from Paris to Punta Cana, please reach out to me and we can guide you in that regard. But yeah, Marseille as well. He said, stay away. He says it's not safe. I recommend you guys don't go there. That's not a recommendation I would be giving if someone was coming to visit me in Cap Cana or Punta Cana, Las Terrenas, anything like that, because it is perfectly safe and I feel perfectly safe. Alright guys, just want to share that. Alright guys, so up here, this gives you a really good view of Cassis. Alright, this is awesome. Like, look around, here's all the mountain views. We're at the top of our hotel. I have trouble pronouncing the name of this place, but it's a really cool spot. They have this rooftop patio. Look at the beach here. Not a big stretch of beach, though. That's all really what you see in front of you. That's beach, and it's all cliffs, which is pretty stunning. This is a rooftop terrace, opens at 6 p.m. But this is, here's Cassis for you, okay? This gives you a pretty good feel of what it is. It is stunningly good. Look up in the clouds. You can see the mountains, and they got these boat tours. We're going to do this right now. Okay, it takes you out on this journey. Shows you all these different cliffs all the way through. So we're probably going to do that. I don't know what the cost is. You can see the cost are like 30 bucks a person, basically, kind of price point. 30 to 25 euros per person. So we're going to do this, take you out there, check that out. And we decided to stay an extra day in Cassis, just to make it simple. And then we're going to go to Marseille, hop a plane, go straight to Paris. So we're here at the Cassis beach. It does look stunning here during the day, midday. And wow, does it look pretty. Tons of people though, it's full. Remember, it's a national holiday here as well. So there's a ton of people that are down here. Local French. But look at how turquoise blue that water is. Wow. That's probably the first time I've seen that turquoise blue in the water here. In all the spots we've been to. That is beautiful. Behind us. Look at that beach. Look at that beach over there.
La statue de la liberté de Saint-Cyr-sur-Mer. À gauche, c'est pas une falaise naturelle, c'est le front de taille de la carrière.
Why?
It's common here.
Just through bread. And fishes were after. Look at. Fishes were after the bread.
Oh, yep, he's good. Look at the fed bread. Oh, look. Oh.
Alright guys. Alright guys, we are on day 15 and we are heading, I'm heading for an early morning run and walk. We're going to be heading all the way up. It's called the Pamion. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But we're going to be heading up there. It's about a 15-minute walk. You guys are going to see some amazing views when I get to the end of it. So I'll talk to you when I get there. Share a few clips on the way. But that's what we're saying. We're in Cassis. Staying right there. Here's the harbor. You guys kind of got a little used to this. You've seen it. Early morning, everybody's getting set up. All the cafes, you can see they clear everything out of here. And then they bring it all back again. Look how cool this architecture is. Today is day 15 and we are heading off to Paris. We're going to see the fireworks for, I think it's like their Independence Day. I'm going to confirm that for you tomorrow, but in the meantime, we're off for a really cool run. Alright guys, day 15, let's do it. So I'm heading all the way down there and around. So here's a little stop off after only a couple minutes of running. This is beautiful. Have a look at this. What an awesome little spot. People out there swimming. Wow. Beautiful. Look at how crystal clear this water is. This is, again, as I was saying yesterday, just kind of get blown away by the rich history of everything. Most people are going to lay up here today too. So be full. Look at how awesome this is. Beautiful. We're going to keep running. We're going to go all the way around this. Look at the architecture surrounding it. Alright guys, you're in for a treat today. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? People like tiled in stuff, made notes. So, right over here, this will give you a pretty good gauge if you plan on visiting out here. Feel free to reach out, give you some pointers. See this? Oh, that stuff is cool. But the beach, Cassis is on the other side of that rock. We're going to keep going all the way around. How amazing is this? Wow. Alright, let's continue to run back up the stairs and I'm going to keep running that way. Let's do it. This is a really cool spot to stay. Les Rochers Blanches. Wow. Wish you knew about this. What you guys do now. Wow, that is just beautiful. Look at that view. Alright, we're off. Places all around here. A lot of runners and walkers. All up and down. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Stunning stuff here, guys. Stunning stuff. If you're going to run this, it's a tough run because it's all incline. So it's a tough run. But if you're going to walk, it's still very doable. Running it's tough. So you got to be ready for it. Some nice architecture right there. Nice modern architecture. Look at these views on the side. Wow. Wowzers. Beauty. I'm going to film this for a second for you. You got some really new modern houses here. They look beautiful. Amazing. Alright, let's go exploring here. This one looks like it's under renovation. You see? I'm going to go down this. I'm going to go in this door. Right here, let's head down to the beach. Hopefully, I'll get in trouble for this one, but let's see. See what we got down there. Got a feeling we're in for a pretty stunning view at the end of this. What do we got for you? What do we got for you? I don't know what that says. Probably says do not enter. Look how low I've come. Alright guys, if you like my content, it's unique, it's different. Just please like, subscribe, and share, get the word out. We're not just we're showing you everything. We want you to compare all of it. Compare it all, then make your decisions. That's what we're doing. We love the DR so far. The DR pulls out ahead in many, many aspects. Almost all of them. But stuff like this is pretty amazing. Wow. So that goes there to this guy's backyard. Oh, look what I found. Something pretty damn cool. Holy crap. Look at this. Amazing. This is just stunning. And these are the kind of things like the thing about like all this is accessible to in the DRs. You know, I went to Barahona, I'm sorry. I went out there. Went to all these different areas everywhere in the world. I mean in the Dominican Republic, and you can find this beauty. But what is a little different here, the positive note of this area is that you have access. For example, Barahona was in the middle of nowhere. Cabo Rojo is nothing there. Here, I'm next door to Cassis, which is a major tourist destination. Shops, restaurants, people, everything. Alright, so what I see here, this is funny. I guess it's too early for our naturalistas. So what does that mean right there? Guess what this is, guys? This right here is your nudist beach. And you know what? Throughout all these years, someone trucked out stairs. Boom, 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 boom. And I believe water, I don't think water, maybe back in the day used to come up in here. But look at the stairs that are carved out to go all the way down there. Oh, we got somebody right there already hanging out. It's pretty stunning. When you hear the waves hit, it's like thunder. It hits the shore here. But isn't that beautiful? Those are massive cliffs. The beach is right, you tucked in there. Okay, you can't see it from this angle, but you can see people going out on their kayaks. And this is the kind of stuff that's pretty special. See, people have like drilled little holes where they put their umbrellas into the rock. It's just beautiful. Alright guys, let's keep going. I keep trying to get up to the end of this hill. Let me show you something really cool. Today we leave for Paris, so I'm on a timeline. I'm going to have to book it back, but I want you guys to see all this. Do your comparisons then. So if you're looking for a nudist beach, guys, this is it. Right down that path I just took you there. Got people arriving right now. Pretty cool, more people arriving. But this is the little entrance to your nudist beach if you're looking for that. The location of these homes is beyond stunning. And here, if you're going to drive down, looks like you've got a little spot that you can come. Any of you that are going to YouTube and Google where I'm at, that's where, look up that. feel running up and down this. We're gonna head in right here. I believe you would be able to park right here and experience some of what I'm gonna show you. Yeah, here's our dirt path now. That's what I was looking for. It takes about 10 minutes to even get to this, maybe 15. Look at this, what happens. I'm in Cassis, south of France. Look at that, whoa. They jump right in. It's pretty amazing. Wow. Very cool, guys, really cool. Alright, so this is what I was trying to get. You can even go further. You gotta go around this. I want you to see this. This is where we were on the boat yesterday. So I'd say, yeah, to get here, 15 minutes run. If you don't stop, do videos, which will be hard. But watch what this view is right over this edge. So what you were seeing is on that side. See the blue? Look at how this cuts in. So you can drive right into there. It's pretty amazing. Remember this name, guys. If you want to try to get here when you're visiting. So you can go all the way up there. Have a look. This is your awe moment. Your wow moment of like, get out there, see the world. Called the Dominican Republic home. Good platform to bounce off. Direct flights, for example, we're going to be going visiting Paris for the fireworks and then straight back to Punta Cana. So accessibility from Punta Cana is so easy and quick. You're going to appreciate that, but look where I'm at. So we came in here, it's another marina. All of this, you can get up in there too. They did have some forest fires here in France when we were here, and it was like a big deal. It closed down. A lot of stuff happened because of a car accident. A lot of winds. So that's closed off. You can't get up there, but if I wanted to, I could have ran all the way around it, a big circle, and got up there. This is beautiful. Special place. All right. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, and share, please, if you don't mind, because getting out there and sharing all this stuff with you is not the easiest thing in the world, and it does cost a pretty penny as well. So you guys coming along for the ride, add some motivation to the entire process, and we appreciate it. Hey, get the word out. Obviously, we specialize in luxury real estate, in real estate pre-construction, all that stuff, and we want you to see everything, okay? We don't just do it in the Dominican Republic where we show you the Dominican Republic, one city, for example. We have brokers that are... Guys, please remember, if you can, I would appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Get the word out about what we're doing, because it's really unique and really different. Even in the Dominican Republic itself, what you see is brokers, especially we're a boutique brokerage. We're not like one of those big mass brokerages that have a lot of agents. It's just, small, tight team, like-minded people. That's all we have, and that's how we're going to keep it. But what we've done in the process of all this is in the Dominican Republic, we brought you Las Terrenas, completely unique beast. Then let's say Cap Cana, opposite ends of the spectrum. But guess what? Not everybody's the same. Not everybody's going to love Las Terrenas. Not everybody's going to love Cap Cana. Not everyone's going to love Punta Cana Resorts and Punta Cana Village. Not everyone's going to love Piantini. Not everybody loves the beach. So what we're doing is we're showing you all your options that are available to you in the Dominican Republic. Varying, awesome, totally different. So you can decide. What I actually have clients that are now buying in all markets because they like it. They like these markets. They like everything about it, and they want to diversify their investment within the country, which is important too. But the other thing I want you guys to understand is when you do make those investments in the Dominican Republic or considering them, number one, work with us. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't think we were the best at what we do. Okay, so there's no question in mind. We're not doing this to be second best or be okay and just kind of do it as a hobby or because I'm a starving artist and I need to make a lot of money. We're doing this because we love it, period. The entire team is like that. Okay, so work with us if you're doing that. But what I also want to show you, and this is where I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and share, is we want to show you other parts of the world that are comparable in people's minds to love where you live. Okay, like, could someone love living in the south of France? Fuck, absolutely you could love living in the south of France. But now let's compare things. Okay, let's compare stuff like this. Like, here's a restaurant I brought you over to. I've never been here before. I'm going to walk down there and then I'm going to start my run back. But it's stuff like this. Experience the world. You can live it through our eyes because it costs a lot of money and a lot of time. Okay, so it's a lot of effort to get you this content. And we do it because it's a Love Where You Live challenge. We want you to be able to see things. We want you to be able to feel things and then compare it to the Dominican Republic. I personally still feel that the Dominican Republic is winning out on so many components. So many components. Doesn't win out on all of them, but wins out on a lot of them as a real estate investment. Okay, that's for sure. But doesn't win all. That being said, now you can look at it. You can examine the opportunities that I have for you in the different cities in the Dominican Republic. Decide what's best for you. What do you like? And you decide what the other place is like. Now, maybe this is going to work for you as a, let's go visit South of France. Let's go visit Cassis. We never heard of that. Kash showed us around there. It was just beautiful. It was amazing. I want to go there. I want to visit it. So, but then you do your comparisons, okay? So this was a full tour south of France. And we wanted to show you everything that this place has to offer. And I think we did a pretty damn good job. And we're off to, look at how cool this is as well. And these are the things. There's so much history and tradition in south of France. And you can't match that in the Dominican Republic. Like, there's just so much. But I'm going to walk down here, see if I get in trouble. I think you have to have a reservation to come down here. So let's see. I want you guys to see this. I wish we would have known about this. We would have came out here for sure and hung out. But we're going to be departing here soon. So look at how awesome this is. Cool restaurant. Like a little beach club up here. And this is what's going to blow you away. Look at this. Perfect end to the run. And I'm going to truck it back. Tell me this is not stunning. So some of the challenges here when I talked about. So here we are, guys. This is unreal, isn't it? Look at these people. They're all kayaking. We had taken the boat out this way and it curved in and around. Now we could have, and we went around one more loop. That was stunning. I wish we would have had a little more time to do it. The sea was a little rough, they said yesterday, so we couldn't swim. They drop you off and you can jump in the water as well, but you couldn't do that yesterday. But look at these cliffs. They're stunning. This is like breathtaking type of stuff that you're able to experience here in south of France. These guys are swimming down, fishing down here. All these little cliffs coming in. Now where are we? Where's Cassis? Look at this guy swimming along the coast. Like, it's just like, once you dial into this lifestyle, it's just something so special. Look at it. He's swimming along the coast. Let me show you where the beach is. That's where Cassis is. And there's Cassis. There's the beach. There's the beach. It's a small little stretch of beach there, but it is beautiful. And there's the city right there. That's where you will come and visit if you come stay here. I highly recommend you do come and visit. We actually might come back here. We could come back here to visit because it was unique. And we didn't get to experience as much as we would have wanted to, I feel there's so much more. Like, look at these guys on their kayaks heading out. That looks amazing. I would love to be able to do that. Just ran out of time on this one. Who knows, maybe we'll stay. So what do you have back here? Let's walk around this bend. People are going down to, I'm sure there's like a, oh, this is the hike. I see. Okay, this is what I want to do. I don't know if I have the time to do it. These guys are doing that hike. They're hiking, basically. And this is part of maybe wanting to stay longer. I'm going to talk to Carissa. But here's like where people are able to hang out. Another little, they're jumping in the water right here. Wow, that's beautiful. See this guy, he just went in. He's got his scuba gear and tossing it into him. He went in, boom. Beauty. Now what people do, along with swimming and getting into that water, is they're also going to go hike this all the way around. All the way. And it curves all the way in and around. And then you're going to come out on the other side, where I was just showing you earlier. Here goes the little guy. He's jumping right in there too. That kid can't be any more old. He can't be more than 10 years old. What an experience for him. So, guys, maybe Cassis is not the place for you, but you need to visit it. It's not, as far as investment wise, France is very expensive. A lot of red tape from what I understand, talking to different brokers, different investors, different people, like-minded people. It's expensive, costs a lot of money, and it's not so easy to own real estate here. That's why the Dominican Republic still jumps out as a great option if you want to enjoy this kind of lifestyle. Okay, the beaches, the sun. Okay, the Dominican Republic does have more sun. 100% we got more sun over there, and because it gets cold here. So when you hit winter months, you're not going to be in the water. This is definitely, you come here in the summer months. Basically, what was being explained to me is all the restaurants and the shops, basically everything closes down. These guys, they hit October, they're out of here, and they don't come back till, I think it's May. So it's a short season. It's a very short season, and that's one thing. If you're looking for sun, you want warmth. If you're elderly and you want that warmth, then you're not going to get that over here if you want to enjoy the sea all year round. You will get that in Dominican Republic. The weather, climate here is spectacular in the summer. The ocean's actually chilly when you go in relative to Dominican Republic, so if you don't like cold oceans, Dominican Republic's the play. But investment-wise, guys, I really do think the Dominican Republic's winning out here. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. If you come to Cassis, come here for like a minimum of a week, because I feel like I've missed out now because I wasn't able to do what these guys are doing on their kayaks, and they're going to go out and around, they're going to snorkel, see they're curving in there. And that's just so damn cool. I wish I could do that. I'm going to go talk to Chris right now. Maybe you're going to see a video. Day 16 is going to be here, not in France. But yeah, I'm going to hike back. I'm going to truck it back, and we're going to be catching a flight out of Marseilles. It's about, I think, a 30 to 40 minute drive to Marseilles. Drop off the car, hop on a plane, get to Paris. Huge fireworks festivities tonight that we want to enjoy. Then we've got one more day in Paris. And that's going to be it for this South of France tour with Kash, International Luxury Real Estate, and the team, Elle and Carissa. All right, guys, love you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share. It costs a lot of time and money, and you guys getting on board and sharing and subscribing, all that stuff really helps get word out, teaches people more importantly than anything else of how they can live and what they can do. Let's do it, guys. All right, guys, we drove from Cassis to the Marseilles airport. We're just arriving here. It was about a 45 minute drive on the highway, and we are here already. So nice, easy drive. We're gonna take you in the airport, show you what that looks like. And this would be how you would fly into Paris, and then Paris to Cana. So we're right here at the airport. What's really cool about this airport, and I'm assuming a lot of you that are going to come down here probably will rent a car if you're going to come down here because of what we showed you guys and want to check out the same stuff. The rent-a-car is right in front of Marseilles Airport, which is awesome because you literally pull up and you go right in and check in Terminal 1. But yeah, this is it's beautiful. Like, look, you're surrounded by hills and mountains again. Airport's nice and modern and new. Just to give you guys kind of a frame for what you're going to see and feel when you come down here. Alright, guys, so a few hours later, and guess what? We are back in Paris. Carissa and Elle are back in Paris. They were just here with Carissa's mom, and we decided that we'd come back here. We really enjoyed here. Been here a few times now, but have a look. We're here for a really special day. It is actually the Independence Day for France. Bastille Day. So we're here for Bastille Day, and we got a really cool hotel.
And we're gonna see the fireworks.
Where are the fireworks?
At the Eiffel Tower.
Oh my goodness.
So that's going to be really cool. And we ended up scoring a hotel room that has a rooftop patio.
Offered us rooftop views.
It's like a party up there.
Tower. Yep. Small rooftop. And oh no, we're good. And we lucked out because it was very last minute, the day of.
So yeah, this is kind of like that South of France trip, but what we decided to do is spend a couple more days over here in Paris to just soak it all in. We're gonna see if we can grab a bite to eat. Everything is full and busy today because of Independence Day.
There's a lot of places closed today too.
Yeah, we're getting ready to come up here on the Champs-Élysées. We're gonna see if we can grab a bite somewhere before we
We're looking at this
we head
place.
up to that rooftop. And that rooftop over there, we're gonna be able to see the fireworks. So we're gonna show you that tonight. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we are day 16. I think I might have lost track, day 16 or 15. I've lost track now. So we're day 15 here, and we're in Paris, we're in France. And me and Elle are going for a walk. We're going to where? The Eiffel Tower. Walking down these beautiful streets. The streets are stunning. Everything about Paris is really stunning. It's I'm not saying it's a place that I would live, but is it a place that I love to visit? Yeah, look at this building. It's just amazing. Look at how beautiful the architecture is. The architecture is amazing. Walking around the city is amazing. All those aspects are really, really cool. And that's what we're going to try to soak in over today, and then tomorrow we fly out. Okay, so share a little bit of the walk around and a few of the sights and stuff like that today in our last day here. Last official full day, right, El? Last official full day here in France. All right, guys, let's do it. Alright guys, we're on the last day before we take off tomorrow, and this is Elle's favorite spot to come. Alright guys, so we're here on our last day in France, and this was the way we decided to end it, to do a picnic right here with everyone else in front of the Eiffel Tower. We fly out tomorrow at 9. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helped out a lot, kind of showing you guys what South France is like and all the amazing, like, so I got food all over my shoulders, all the amazing aspects of South of France. But Elle made the decision that tonight was going to be a picnic night, right? How was it? Good?
Got some salad bowls.
It was so good this day. This is probably the best day in Paris.
Best day in Paris, nice and
But
simple.
the last day.
We went to a little market, grabbed a bunch of items, got some wine over there, and we're enjoying a beautiful evening here, day after Independence Day here in France. So hopefully, again, the video helped. And guys, remember, this is a Love Where You Live challenge between Dominican Republic and the south of France. We ended our trip here in Paris. We fly out from Paris. What's really good is we were just saying we should come here more often because direct flights from Punta Cana all the way to right here into Paris. Okay, so that's really cool that you can go direct multiple times a week, I believe. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this series, and this was our final dinner here. Tomorrow we're going to be getting up bright and early, and we're going to be heading to the airport and back to beautiful Punta Cana, back to Cap Cana where we're staying right now. And yeah, guys, hope this helped out, and if it did, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate you guys doing that for us. And love where you live, guys. More important than ever before to love where you live, because that's what all of this is all about. All right, guys, here we are. Morning. We're getting ready to take off. Early morning run, like promised. Right down Champs-Elysees, right down the center. Arc de Triomphe. This is a monumental destination right here. Everyone takes photos. I decided to run down the center to really embody it and feel it out. I want you guys to be able to share this early morning with me here in France, Paris. Champs-Elysees. And there it is. It's another thing for you to experience here, guys. Highly encourage the early morning runs and walks. I think those are special. You get to see things before everybody else does, and it makes it pretty cool. There's the famed Champs-Elysees. So there you go, guys, bright and early here in Paris, Arc de Triomphe with Kash International, guys. We just doing a Love Where You Live comparison for you, so you guys can feel it all out. So far, the way I'm ending this trip is I think the Dominican Republic has a lot of competitive advantages in this market space, and real estate wise specifically, I think it's a great spot to invest thus far. Are other places in the world beautiful? Absolutely. The one thing I do like is that you can hop on a plane from Punta Cana International, and zip over to a place like this multiple times per week. Okay, so you have a lot of access around the world from Punta Cana International, which makes it great. Same thing from Alcatel. I believe you can come into many of the European cities now as well. But overall, love where you live, guys, wherever that is that you choose, and make the best of it, because life is short. It's a blink of an eye. As you're looking at a sculpture like this, it makes you realize how short of a time frame we have here on Earth, and it's not a long run. So try to make it count. Money isn't everything. Of course, it's important to be able to come to places like this, but it's not everything, and you can't take it with you. Your real estate, however, you can leave it to your family. So that's it for this one, guys. I might give you a couple updates at the airport. I'm not sure yet. Bright and early, we're getting ready to head off to the airport once I get back to the room. But yeah, hope this tour of south of France helped you. Hope there was some perspective it gave you, and it allowed you guys to open your eyes a little bit more to international opportunities. Specifically, as you guys know, I focus on the Dominican Republic. I'm a big believer in Dominican Republic and the real estate opportunities over there. So if you're looking at that market, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My name's Kash. I'm president and CEO of Kash International Luxury Real Estate. Any one of my team is going to be able to help you. If you're from France, you're watching this video, and maybe you've had enough of the first world stuff, and you've lived with this your entire life, and you're ready for a change. Guess what, guys? Las Terrenas is a great option for you because we have so many Europeans. There are tons and tons of French are there. So it could be an amazing option for you that you don't even realize lies right 8 hours away from you, 9 hours away from you, and you'd be right at home over there. Have a lot of French culture, a lot of French people from France, from Montreal, Canada that have moved there. That could be a great place for you as well. But all right, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. A long video, I know. It was a long trip, and very excited to share all of this with you. All right, guys, love where you live. Talk to you soon.